Hey, Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline and fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about the final days of Superman Wonder Woman, issue number 29. That's right, guys. This story has been absolutely phenomenal. As we get to see the Trinity in this story, and we get to see a Superman who is compassion, and we get to see a Wonder Woman and a Superman relationship that really makes sense and it's not forced. And it's an absolutely wonderful story. And it's funny how it comes at the very end of the New 52. So in this book, it's titled Burning Love. And here on the cover, as you get to see Kara and Wonder Woman on there, and the cover is quite interesting. The artwork is very like, I want to say like anime, or if you ever watched that show Eon Flux that MTV had years ago, kind of reminds me of that. This book is written by Peter J. Tomasi, and the artwork is also done by George Jimenez. The artwork at times like really looks good, right here, especially in these opening pages. But then in certain battle scenes, people's faces and heads got smaller than where they needed to be. We have a picture in here where they get like, yeah, real lengthy looking. There was one page where Kara's in here and she's like, her eyes are like so wide apart, which I thought was crazy. But there's a lot of action, and the action scenes in here were really brilliant looking. And I love the crazy mouth facial expressions on that. And so, like, I had mixed feelings about the artwork at times. It reminded you a little bit of Roberto Ramos's art also. Again, here's the part with Kara with her face. Her face is just like, their eyes are like way apart there, you know? So, but nevertheless, it was a good book. And when you pick up this book, you're like, dude, it's $3.99. It's pretty heavy, right? It's got some girth to it. Yeah, don't let that fool you, because we get pages and pages and pages of DC Rebirth advertisements in this book. I mean, they're all over the place. And you want to see about DC just pushing their Rebirth titles, it's throughout this entire issue. And even this is just a video game ad. So, I mean, look at this. It keeps going. This really interrupts your story. You're sitting there going, "Oh my God, another advertisement." Like, it just keeps going, and so you kind of get robbed of a little story there when you thought this was a heavier issue. But enough of that. Let's talk about the book itself. In this particular story, the penultimate issue before the story concludes, it was a really action-heavy book. There wasn't much that drove the story forward. We get Solar Flare Superman, who's doing battle against New 52 Superman, and we wind up seeing pre-New 52 Superman flying away in this issue. And he goes and protects Lois, and he protects Jonathan. We get to see the continuation of Clark actually losing his powers more and more. He gets weaker and weaker. And it's great to see the team up between Superman and Wonder Woman really continue here in this particular issue. There were some funny moments in this book with Batman and Lois, how Batman just kind of drops off Lois on the side of the road, and she's kind of just like, well, I thought I was supposed to go with you. And he's like, stay here. And I thought that was funny. Pre-New 52, Superman and Lois and Jonathan wind up going into a secret fortress that we never knew that existed. So that's the first time that you wind up seeing that, which I thought was pretty neat as well. But as the issue progresses, again, a lot of battling, a lot of fighting with Solar Flare Superman. And we wind up finding out one thing that was really important in this book is that Solar Flare Superman winds up losing his powers briefly. They knock him unconscious. And we wind up finding out that his name is Denny Swan, and that he is lying on the ground there. And he's from North Branch, Minnesota State Penitentiary, prison number 3098. So I don't know if that name means anything in the DC universe, as I never read anything much in the past from DC besides besides 52. But that's who the character was, and that's who Solar Flare Superman was. but then right away he powers up and they go to battle once again. And that's pretty much how the issue ends. You see Solar Flare Superman hold up Clark, and he winds up sitting there going at the end, you'll finally see I'm the true Superman, and then Clark is like dying, and Kara makes her brief appearance in the book, going after to try to help Superman. So this whole thing concludes, obviously, in the next issue of Superman, issue number 52. So that's when we get to see how Superman dies and which Superman lives and all that other good stuff. So a very action-packed issue. Again, not much progressive story. We got to see that little tidbit on who Solar Flare Superman was. We got to see a secret hidden fortress from pre-New 52 Superman, and just, again, really action-heavy book. So I quite enjoyed it. Not my favorite from this story, from all the other parts, but still a fun read if you're looking for an action-heavy book. So in the end, I gotta give this one a 3.75 out of 5 stars. So guys, in the comments below, tell me what you thought of this particular story in general, not just this issue, and do you think this New 52 Superman is the one to die? I think it is, based off of solicits and stuff like that. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline, and until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.